Plug in some attitude with Sound Toys.
So we're here with Orfeas from Dreadbox.
Hello, how are you?
Good man, good.
How's it going till now?
Excellent.
First day of Superbooth?
Yeah, fun, lots of fun.
Yeah. Very
What have you got for the show? What have you bought
This
for
year
it?
we brought Murmux. It's a limited edition. It's the third version of Murmux ever made and probably the last. So this is the end of the Murmux line. Here the main difference of the older Murmux is that this one is polyphonic. We have 8 voice polyphony, 2 oscillators per voice with wave folding for each one. We have a master mixer, which basically goes from completely off to only oscillator 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and noise, 2 and noise and noise. You have a specific knob for modulation for the pitch of the oscillators, which is bipolar, so one side is LFO, the other side is envelope. The same goes for VCO2 separately. You have a master detune, which detunes the oscillators between them, and the glide. Then we have the filter, which is one filter per voice. You have the low pass filter, which is resonant with envelope control and LFO. You have the bass, which basically is like a bass boost and a cutoff, and a high pass, sorry. And then you have the FM modulation, which is noise or VCO2.
Nice.
We have some effects, which is a BBD, a classic BBD chorus-like ensemble, and you can get some nice resonating sounds out of it, and a classic delay, which is the one we use for Erebus and the other synths we have. Other than that, we have the envelopes. This is the envelope for the filter, which is also applied to the pitch of the oscillators, and then we have the master VCA envelope. All of these are polyphonic, of course, for each one independent for each voice. We have the polyphonic LFO, which the polyphonic LFO is assigned on each voice, and you have keyboard tracking on one side with a spread and detune, which will detune the LFO rates between the voices. Then you have a wave, classic wave, which is sine, triangle, show, ramp, square and random. Then you have fade in and fade out. Of course, you can sync them to BPM or have key sync, so it re-triggers on the key press. And then you have the master LFO, the LFO-B, which is global, and it's assigned to any parameter, like just press the target button and just move any knob you want, and you can dial in like positive modulation or negative modulation right away.
Oh, that's a great
And everything
feature.
is shown in the screen right away.
Yeah, that's really nice.
The same goes like, if you want to clear it, just press the target down and just double press the encoder in.
Excellent.
Of course, you have modulations. You have a modulation matrix kind of the same way as LFO-B works, which is for the mod wheel, aftertouch and velocity. So the same here, just mod wheel, dial in the amount you want, and that's it.
Great. Can we hear what it sounds like?
Of course.
Let's go.
Start with a polyphonic one.
Fantastic.
That's a
Great
polyphonic sound. Let's get to like a bassy sound, to a unison, massive spread of the oscillators. Something like that. Let's do an arpeggio. Let's add some delay. And a bit of chorus. And we have a nice spread control, which will spread the voices and also will spread the chorus.
It's got some real edge.
And then we can do more like a unison, detuned kind of like a super show sound.
How many presets and banks does it
400 presets. We have 150 already written inside, which are the factory ones. Of course, you can override them. So let's hear something like that.
Lovely.
Something like that. Also, one thing I forgot to add is that it's MP compatible. So aftertats, you get poly after and channel aftertats. You have the modules also. It can be assigned polyphonically to all of the parameters, and you get some pretty interesting sound out of it.
Excellent.
Kind of multi-timbral and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I love the chorus. The effect really sort of gives it some width
Yeah.
and gives it some,
And
some
especially
power.
because you have the spread, you can create a very nice spread control, spread with the
Image.
sound, the stereo image.
Yeah, and
Also
what sort of?
sorry, yeah.
I was just going to ask, what sort of inputs and outputs do we have?
You
on
have
the-
a stereo output, headphone output. You have left, right, headphones, MIDI in, MIDI out, a USB, which is also for MIDI, in and out, so you can send your presets back up or control the synth right away from your computer. You have
Excellent.
CC input, CC output, program changes, everything is there.
Great. And you said this is the Mark III version.
Yeah, it's the Mark III and probably the last of it, because it's quite difficult for us to make. Especially because all the enclosure is handmade by us. You have the till here, the cloth, it's wooden, the whole box. So you have wooden till, so it's quite difficult, and that's why you might see some not defects, but minor changes on each module because it's completely handmade.
Right. And so when will it be available? And
It's
how
already
much is it out?
available, and unfortunately, it's almost sold out.
Wow. So get there
It's
quick.
a limited run. It's only 300 synths. That's
Excellent.
why, because it's like quite, yeah.
Exclusive. Well, it sounds fantastic. Thank you very much for showing
Thank you,
it.
too. Enjoy the rest of the show. Ciao, ciao.